Very happy, overjoyed, especially because the direction of the Yankees has been so lame lately. Our lineup has been pathetic. Now we have a real left-handed threat. We added a few other guys, but he's a bona fide star, this guy. And so I hope he's not a rental. That's the only thing. I say sign him 6 years, 7 years, maybe not 10, but this is the kind of hitter they've been lacking. A true number three hitter. He's a champion, won a champion with the Nationals. Okay, never whatever happened in San Diego, but he's going to kill, I think, in New York, the Dominican Republic, Yankee Stadium, that bandbox. I mean, we got to get left-handed presence. So this is a big splash for us. I mean, we had to give up Michael King, a good guy, and some other prospects, but you got to get some, get some, give some to get some. So I'm very happy.
Nick, they obviously missed the playoffs last year. They're second to last in the AL East. They were only 2 games over 500. That's not the Yankees, or at least not the Yankees that we've watched the last near 30 years now. Is this enough, Nick? Are they now World Series contenders, or does more need to be done, especially adding a pitcher?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think definitely you got to get more starting pitching depth right now. I mean, we got one of the best pitchers in the majors in Cole, and we'll see if the other guy, Rodon, bounces back. But you're going to have more pitching because you never have enough pitching. When it comes down to they could always bring back Jordan Montgomery. There's a few guys out there. There's a Japanese kid that everybody's talking about. I like the other pickup they got, the kid Verdugo. Yep. I think he's a gamer. He was a good player for the Dodgers and the Red Sox. He might be a good table setter. If Rizzo bounces back, that could be a big plus. Judge stays on the field. It's a big improvement. I wouldn't say, we got a World Series, but I think now we could be like for real, because we've had like good lineups, but always flawed lineups. But we need guys that are great hitters, not just home run or nothing, right. So this is the kind of guy I think will change the look of that lineup. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can't have all superstars. You got to have some grinders, and then you're going to have a couple of guys in the middle of the plate that are deadly. And Judge needs that protection too.
Yeah, going to be huge for Judge. For me, it's criminal. The fact that they have not had lefty power in the lineup playing in Yankee Stadium makes no sense.
Insanity. I mean, I've been screaming about lefty. I know I've been saying it, and then finally I think they got it. They got 3 lefty hitters now with Verdugo. They even threw in Trent Grisham, who's a nice, I heard, a defensive specialist. So nice I like that. And then, some of these kids, Volpe shows promise. Yep. I don't know about third base, what we're going to do there. Glaber, are they going to trade him, not trade him? He had a good year. I like getting younger, but get younger, get more athletic. I'm looking for an exciting year this year. We haven't had a championship in, let's face it, we have one championship in 20-something years. Yep. Making the playoffs is not anything big. You know what I mean? It's you got to get a couple of rings. I'm not saying you're going to win every year, but this is ridiculous. It's about time. I know this is a move they had to make. They passed on Seager. They passed on Harper. I was like, and they should have got this guy in the first place. Yep. And now they made it happen. So the pressure is there. The Yankee fan base is frustrated. I know people say we're spoiled, but not really. Not really. We're not really spoiled. We're passionate. We're competitive. But it's part of being a Yankee fan.
2 quick ones for you, Nick. A lot of people obviously saying this could be a rental. How worried are you about that? They, especially with King and some of the prospects, they gave away a lot. But like you said, if you want to get one of the young stars in this game, that's going to have to be the case. Are you worried about the fact they might not be able to sign him to a long-term deal and he hits free agency?
No, I think they can sign him. They're the New York Yankees. They got more money than God. You know what I mean? And there's no limitation. If they want the guy, they'll sign him. And I think he's gonna listen. He's not just about the money, because he turned down huge money with the Nationals.
What, 450 million?
Yeah,
right?
He's not just about he didn't even sign with the Padres. Well, the Padres, they overspent. They over whatever. I heard they're in trouble, right. But. They got to sign him, and they should sign him. I think, I don't like this 10-year junk, because they never work out. With Judge, they had to do it. But I say, listen, give him a great deal, 6, 7 years. maybe do it before the season starts because the guy's in the prime of his life. I have no problem with them. I mean, I don't want to see this being a rental because if they don't sign him before the year, then it's going to be like, wow, what if he does have a monster year? Then what happens? He's a kid that I know he thrives on pressure and he could play under pressure. I think, San Diego wasn't the greatest fit for him. New York, I mean, come on. And that swing in that stadium, which, a fly ball is like a home run. I'm predicted 40 home runs from this guy. He hit 30 last year. Mark my words, 40 home runs or better. Better. Game changer. He's a game changer. I know some people are, they're waiting for me to, whatever. I didn't go insane, but this was a move they had to make. Everybody was like, they're not going to get him. I said, they're going to get him. I know when push comes to shove, they had to do what they had to do.
Do it. And I think you're right. And last year with the 30 home runs, that was them saying he had a down year. So imagine him in Yankee Stadium for 80 of those games and not having a down year.
Exactly. And then having Judge protecting you. And, I mean, come on. I can't see him failing there. I mean, come on. This guy he's a special talent. He's not, he's probably top 5 hitters in the game. I mean, I knew what Seager could do. I'm not surprised what he did. And they gave him 10 years. So, like I said, I think they should sign him before the season starts. You know what I mean? This way, he's not just a rental because that is a little concerning, but I don't see him turning into that. I don't.